Welcome back to another reaction video, y'all. Today we're reacting to Haunting Acting Extra Tips by Beyond 13th Gate. We got, obviously, this is the Terry channel, whatever. This knucklehead right here is Drew. The one below me is Jace. And
That's Fat Zach over there.
Both of you can eat a fat. I'm not going to say it. Anyways. Yeah, so we're going to be working at the Woods of Terror this year, and Drew told us we should watch these videos to just kind of see like the behind the scenes of how everything works. So Drew, if you want to say a little bit of something before we start the video.
Basically, this is just kind of like your do's and don'ts. Like, it's not going to tell you everything, but it's going to teach you like not to go boo. You know, some no-nos whenever it comes to this. This isn't your typical sit out there with a bucket of candy and wait on a little 6-year-old in a Scooby-Doo mask to come up. You know, you're having to scare people group after group, sometimes thousands of people at night, so you got to be creative.
So you kind of be unique in your own way, almost.
Yep.
I got you. All right. Well, in that case, let's start the video, shall we? And 3, 2, 1, and start.
Guys, today we're bringing you a nice little special snippet from Drew Cothran. He's leaving a couple of extra acting tips and some bonus information about working in the haunt industry, and we couldn't let that go to waste. So here, delivered to you today, some more acting tips from Drew.
Oh no, bro.
Boo!
If I get scared on this daggone video, how am I going to work in here?
Your scare system, because the important thing for every actor, no matter if you're working in a haunted house on Broadway or in Hollywood, you want to be remembered. You want to be something that stands out to people. And in the haunted house, sometimes that can be hard to do. So I have my 3-tier scare system. The first thing that you should always try to do is try to go for the scare. That's what you're there for. That's what they paid for. Scare them. But look, you can't scare everybody. And sometimes, you know, they just got scared and then maybe the timing was off, something like that. That's okay. Make them laugh. Make them laugh. Have a bit, have a joke, or even like a witty insults or something like that you can throw at them to make them laugh, because laughter is very important in a haunted house. It relieves tension. And whenever tension is relieved, it has the opportunity to build back up again. And let's face it, some people don't have a sense of humor. So then you gross them out. And that's a cheap way to do things. But it will get a reaction. One of my favorite bits that I'll do with Frankie is I'll see somebody, nice looking young thing. Hey, how y'all doing now? Hey, my name is Frankie. Watch them crawl back. They don't like that. They don't touch y'all.
Damn, they got a mold of Zach's teeth.
That's probably smart. I'm real contagious. You know, little bits. Also,
All right, pause.
leave your phone.
So I want to talk about this real quick because this is very real. The first things that they will tell you probably, maybe even tomorrow, is those 3 things right there. Is if you can't scare them, you try to make them laugh. If you can't make them laugh, then they don't say gross them out, but you can. But crowd work, like get a reaction. That's the whole point. Every reaction does not have to be them screaming in a ball, you know, begging for mercy. It could be them dying of laughter. It could be you did something stupid. You ran into the damn milk crates and fell down or something while you were trying to. It happens. But that's what, you know, get a reaction out of everybody, because, like he said, there's going to be some nights where groups come in and it's going to be 30 people long. They've already seen you from a mile away. They know you're there. So use that. You'd be like, okay, I know they've seen me. They're looking at me. Entertain them. That's what they pay to come there for. And, you know, that's where the whole don't boo, do you want to play a game? Like, those are no words in a haunted house, because it's repetitive. They've heard it so many times. Be creative, you know. If you're a zombie, Zach, and you can't get a scare, do something funny a zombie would do, like, you know, charge at them, but like miss and run into the wall or something and fall down, or do something gross or something like that. Same thing with you, Jace. Like, if you're in Pirates, okay, you can't scare them really in Pirates, but some people are. make them laugh. Do something to make them laugh. You know, if you can't do that, then once again, act like a drunken idiot and be a pirate.
That's
Same
easy.
thing.
So what you're saying? So kind of like a scenario, kind of what you just said. Run into the wall. It's like, where'd this wall come from?
Yeah, I'm not literally like saying run into a wall, but like if you have, like what I was talking about last night, if you have your area, okay, so say like your room right now that you're sitting in, look around it, say, okay, this is where I'm gonna be. Say they place you in there. What are you gonna use around you as your environment to make scary, funny, etc.? That's what you have to think about because you're gonna be in different rooms. You might be outside. You got to look around. What can I use in here to my advantage because I cannot leave this room? They're going to come through here, and this is my space to play type of deal. So that's what I mean by, like, you'll learn. And it took time for me, too, because I was always nervous. But that first crowd will come through, your adrenaline's pumping, you're ready to go. And like I said, you'll just figure it out. There might be a little girl come in there and talk shit to you, and then there might be a 6'7" man come in there and fall down on the floor crying. It's happened. It does happen that way.
I can't wait to see that. It's gonna be so funny.
It happened, yeah, and I laugh at him too after I scare him. But that's what I'm saying. It's so unpredictable. You would think the complete opposite. You would think the little girl would be scared to death, and sometimes it's not. So you just have to take it with a grain of salt. It's like, hey, I'm gonna use these 3 tips. Remember them, and you will see. You will be scary, funny, all of the above. So, all right, continue.
On off. Whenever I started back in my day, back in the halcyon days of the haunted house industry, back around 2005.
So with the phone
I
being
got
off, does that
started,
have to be like on silent?
we
Is that
didn't
okay?
have these
Sorry.
computers.
With the phone being off, if it's on silent, is it okay, or does it have to be like completely off?
Yeah. So I would recommend tomorrow. Obviously bring a backpack or something that you got backpack. Pack you a little Ziploc baggie, some ibuprofen. Zach, bring your big ass jug of water that we make fun of you for. You're gonna need it.
Oh, so yeah, I actually need it. I'm not gonna get made
Yes,
fun of.
I have one too. You would drink that. You would drink that. Pack you like some extra clothes for training and stuff like that, just in case. But what I'm getting at with that is you're gonna have this bag every night because Jimmy's gonna make you carry 13 items. That's like necessity. It used to be 52. Well, he summed it down to 13 that you really need, like throat spray, aspirin, first aid stuff if you get cut, flashlights. You're going to have that. So your phone, I've always done this, your wallet and phone, whatever's important, car keys, put it in that bag in a zipper. That way you didn't run around and lose it and it's zipped away because your bag is sitting off in your little room that you dip off into to get water where they don't see you.
Okay.
So nobody even can see your bag. So I always just leave it in there because if your phone's in your pocket, you take the chance of it falling out, calling somebody, doing all the shit that phones do. Just anything important, put it in that bag in a zipper. Do not put it in a pocket.
So would you say, so obviously I wear glasses, would you say to keep the glasses inside the backpack then? Like, if the rooms are going to be lit, I mean...
Some of them are, some of them are not, but they may use you to an advantage because you have glasses. So they may put you somewhere that you can still wear your glasses, but if you can't, and you absolutely need them, talk to them about it. But if you can't, and you can go without wearing them, then yeah, put them away somewhere safe.
Like, I'm nearsighted, but I'm not farsighted. So, like, I can look at the screen, and it's a little blurry, but I can see it. But if it's far, I can't see anything.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to have to be like, oh, look, there they are, a mile away.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to be within probably 10, 15 feet from you.
Okay.
So, continue.
In our pocket that we were staring at all the time, and every down moment that we had. No, instead, I'd be in a room in the dark by myself, waiting and waiting and waiting for the few customers that come there at the very beginning of the season to come trickle through. Well, while I was waiting, I talked to myself in character. I figured them out.
That's
Who
a
am I?
good
What am
idea.
I doing? What do I want? What do I like? What do I dislike? In a haunted house, your list of dislikes typically is a lot longer than your list of likes. And you use that. that stuff becomes bits
Also-
later. Because after all,
So that goes back to last night when I was saying, whenever you get in makeup, maybe not tomorrow, but you'll feel it, and you see that like you're not you anymore. Like somebody can walk by you and not go, "Oh, that's Jace," or "Oh, that's Zach." You'll be that way tomorrow. Get into that character that you're playing. Like create something in your mind that says, "Hey, I am hitting the light switch on Jace, and now it's time for such and such to come on." And don't even think as that person. Don't even think as Jace. Nothing like he's saying. Sit there. What am I doing? Why am I doing this? You know, who am I? Why am I scary? What do I hate? Everything that he's saying is what they're going to tell you because it plays an important role. Because if you go in there as yourself, you will not. I'm going to use this word. It's going to be kind of weird, but you're not going to transform into this big scary monster. You could take your 6-foot self and turn yourself into 9 foot tall by the way that you speak and who you are, because they're gonna go, wait a minute, he's playing that really well. Is that really how he acts outside of here? Like, is he really crazy? Like, that's what you want them to think, that you're just batshit crazy. Or if you're a demon that night, be a demon. But like, is that a fucking person? Or, you know?
You just hear me walk around the corner.
So it's kind of like how some actors are, like on set, they don't break character, they stay in character the
Right.
entire time.
That's why I told you last night. Like, when you get in makeup, the moment you get in makeup, flip that fucking switch. Like, you can still chit chat and have like a little bit of fun, but don't be Jay. Start transitioning into that character, getting in that mindset. And you'll see a lot of people do that. Maybe even tomorrow is, you may talk up a storm all afternoon in training and think, oh yeah, they're really funny, and they may get in character and be a real fucking asshole. And they're not. That's just their character. So they may walk by you and just fucking side-eye you, or they might just, not talk to you after you visibly looked at them and said, hey, it happens. That's how you have to be. Those, you're gonna see. Just watch. When you take the makeup off, turn that character off. Don't bring it home with you. Don't do nothing, because you'll be stuck. Learn to control your good and bad side. This is your bad's playground. Play with it. Continue.
you're in the middle of doing something. You have this full life as this character that you're living. Whenever somebody comes into your room, you've got to both continue doing whatever it was you were doing before they got there, and also react to them. And don't ever make a promise that you can't keep. If somebody's coming through your room and you tell them that I'm gonna cut your head off with this axe, and then they stop and stand there and just look at you, and you're in mid-swing with that axe, and then you... Just kidding. No. Find other things to do. In my years working at the haunted house, because I can be anywhere, and I'm typically like walking out in the line as people are waiting to get in, and not necessarily
that's another
expecting.
Like, the reason I say do you want to play or stuff like that, like you hear all the fucking time, is because some actors or some people might stop and go, yeah, sure, and they're gonna put you on the spot, and you're gonna be like, it's happened. That's why they say don't do it. Don't make a promise that you can't keep. You know, if you see something, like something about them that is freaking them out, like clowns are the easiest because most people are scared. They can dig and dig and dig, find out the person's name, stuff like that. But like he said, if you're in Texas House, for example, okay, well, that's a speaking role besides Bubba. If you're the sheriff in there, don't go, oh, I'm gonna shoot you in the leg, and then don't shoot him in the leg. Like, you know, be creative. Like, I'm gonna send you in there with Thomas or whoever and kind of usher them in and fulfill that promise that you're telling them that you're going to do. And that will make it a lot scarier, because if not, you're going to have a lot of people, a lot of kids, teens, I'm telling you right now, assholes, that are going to stop right there and put you on the spot and call your bluff. Then you just look like an idiot standing there in a mask. Ask me how I do. I've done it. You just have to walk away. So, let's go. Continue.
Me, I tend to get pretty close. I have been punched, kicked, slapped, bitten, spit on, vomited at, almost as like a defense mechanism. And penetrated. Somebody elbowed me in the throat one time. Be able to tell the difference between an aggressive hit and a
That's what you were
reaction.
talking about
If
yesterday.
you're getting up in somebody's space and they respond to you being there, you can't be mad at them. for
Balls.
that. You can
Exactly
react
what I
to
was talking about. And I didn't even watch this video. Like I said, this is the first time watching it. Same thing. Kids come in. You might have a group of college kids, since college getting back in, might come in and you might get hit in the face, Zach. I ain't gonna lie to you. You might get hit in the shoulder, but like he's saying, know the difference, because like you know if somebody's intentionally trying to do that to you. Now, if they come around, you know, they got their hands down and they just go, man, you know, that's a reaction. But if you see them say, hey, I'm gonna do this, or you can see them kind of tense up at you and then draw back and hit you, that's different. That's when you need to go and take further action. Do not hit them back, because
You
it
could
may
be
hurt your
liable for
pride.
damage.
Well, that it may hurt your pride. You may be like, I could take him on. Don't, because then they can turn around and they go right back on you.
Mhm.
You are there. They paid money to see you. Now, if they do some stupid shit, they get kicked out with no refund. If you do that, then now you're the problem, because you entertained them. So if someone's being real aggressive in your face, I've had it happen to me, and you can't handle them and you can't get to security right away, say they're in like the middle of the group and you got 20 more people, well, walk away from them, scare other people, and make your way to security and let them know. Don't stand there and keep going, you know, back and forth, making a pity game, because it's going to cause nothing but issue. You're in a 10-foot box and you're going to be in each other's face. So, continue.
it, but don't kick them out or harass them because they reacted to you. It's the reaction that you want. Oh, we're black. We're black, for God's sake. Black socks, black underwear, black undershirt. And then whatever costume they give you, unless otherwise directed, because people walk through, they see that white strip of your socks, or the line of your BBDs sticking up out of your pants, and it immediately takes you out of it. For God's sake, invest in a pair of black shoes. Black boots, typically good for anything. Unless you have some character shoes that you're going to be using in your scene, black is always the way to go, because black is easy to ignore in the dark of a haunted house. Don't wear anything flashy. You got questions for me, or have I rambled too much?
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed that little bonus bit there. Like I said, we just couldn't let that go to waste. But we do have a special announcement for you. Instead of uploading on Saturday next week like we normally
So basically, the reason why you wear black is to keep that illusion of they can't see you until they actually, until you jump out at them.
Right, so you become part of the scene. That's why when Jace was talking about dark blue, you'd be surprised that some under this lighting that they have, it'll show. Like, the best way to put it is just, like you said, everything black. You don't have to really go underwear black, because 9 times out of 10 your costume's covering your body. But like your shoes, socks, definitely. They paint like your arms and stuff if your arms are showing. It's just one of those things. This video is really helpful because it teaches you to be above someone else who is coming in. So you're not putting yourself above them, but you already know more now going in that, hey, this isn't a Spirit Halloween fucking store, reaction. These are going to be mean people that come through. They're going to have nice people. They're going to have important people come through, celebrities come through, and you're on the spot. Okay? That's why they take this so serious, is because this isn't I hate to say this, it's going to piss a lot of people off, but this is not like a Hollywood horror show type of haunt, which is still good, but this Woods of Terror is ranked at like number 2 or 3 in the United States.
Daggone.
Yeah, like this is mass. They have millions of dollars come in, millions of people probably throughout a couple years. You're gonna see a lot of people.
Have you
That's
ever
what I
seen
see.
any celebrities and stuff?
Honestly, I'm not gonna say I have, because I don't really focus on the people. That's another thing. Do not focus on somebody so much, whether they're attractive or they're flirting with you or they're just an easy scare, because you will get too caught up in it. Meaning, them people are only going to see you maybe 8 to 10 seconds before they're moving. They're not stopping to look at you. So don't get hooked on one person and try to scare that one person. Scare the group. Move around, because that's what's going to make you 9 foot tall and bulletproof. Is that, hey, you picked your target, you got the scare, move. You know, don't keep pushing something. But like I said, just it's more fun than it is. Like, this is going to seem all stressful. You're going to mess up your first night in there. Your adrenaline's going to be high. You're going to be nervous as hell. I was. You're not probably going to say anything. You might just grunt at them. But once that first night is over and you've had 10,000 people under your belt now, and you didn't even realize it, the next night you will be a lot more active, stuff like that. It will build your confidence through the roof. Because at the time, when this is over, you're not going to go, and anybody out here on the street could say anything to you that you have not heard in here. You can hear people say some weird, nasty, ugly things to you in here.
Okay.
We've all done it. I done it when I was a kid, going there and talk shit to the haunt actors. Well, guess what? Now you're them.
I mean, to be fair, I went to Scaramare and I was hiding like this the whole time because I was freaking out. So, I mean, you know. But.
Watch a damn guest scare Zach in full costume.
Now that would be funny.
See, but you can use that, though. You can use it.
Like, high five, you scared me.
No, but you can
Okay.
go, you can turn it into something. I can't tell you how to do it because I want you to figure it out, but you can turn it into something. Or, you know, the biggest thing, too, to take away from this is you're there. You're being paid money to do a job. Who cares what they say?
Right.
That is what's the big, who cares? They're the ones that paid to show up. So if they want to pay to show up, talk shit, let them talk shit. As long as they're not physical. There was another thing I was going to say. I'm not sure what I was going to say, honestly. Just be comfortable. That's the biggest thing. Is don't be in a position that you're uncomfortable just to get scared, because then it's going to be miserable. If you're uncomfortable where you're at, like I said, use your environment. Move some stuff around. You can. Move some stuff around that guests can still get in and out. And, you know, use that as your playground. Like I said, your first couple times, it's going to be nerve-wracking. I haven't done it in 2 years, and I'm still nervous about tomorrow, even though I've been 3 years in a row. The only thing I will tell you is, doing this, it takes away the fun of a haunted house, because any haunted house you go to after this, you're going to know what to look for. You're going to be like, watch, he's going to be right there, and he'll be right there. You know, you'll notice the little details because you're spending hours and hours in these rooms. But yeah.
Well, that's why you got to be unpredictable so nobody knows your next move.
Right. Got anything, Jace? Of course he don't. He don't talk.
Yeah. What a loser. All right. Well, who wants to end it out, folks?
Jace.
Ding, ding,
Well, guys,
ding.
hopefully you enjoyed the video. Wish us luck. I think we're gonna be good. Hopefully Zach doesn't get too nervous that he pees his pants. And that'd be pretty hilarious.
Zach gets scared as the actor. Scared
That's
of
really what I
himself.
just said.
Ooh.
Looks in a mirror.
I ain't gonna lie. That's probably what's gonna happen. Or like that, or or like that, or I won't see the other actor in the little side room getting stuff. And he'll be sitting in the corner, and you're just gonna hear from like 5 feet away. Holy crap! You're like, yep, that's Zach. He got scared. But you know, I guarantee it's gonna happen at least once.
Or you might get touched by a ghost or something.
Ooh.
Of course, that'll be the only action he ever gets.
All right, folks.
Look at him mismatch. Zach, the whole camera just seen your ass because you have a hole in the back of your shorts.
Oh,
Yes.
are you serious?
Like, you could see your whole ass crack.